after a night like tonight, I'm ready to retire.
You ready to?
Yeah.
There it is, Blake Shelton announcing his retirement.
I'm done.
Here.
We had to really dig deep and see whether or not we still had the passion to keep making music together as a band.
Victory.
This week on Headline Country, Nashville takes over Las Vegas for the 47th Annual ACM Awards. The new and improved Rascal Flatts reveals the changes that kept them together. Blake Shelton recruits a few pals to do a little skeet shooting in the desert. And Eric Church and Luke Bryan throw a free party on Fremont Street. Plus pranks, jokes, and April Fool's gags on the ACM red carpet.
Hey y'all, I'm Kiefer.
And I'm Shauna.
And we're Thompson Square, and Headline Country starts right now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Stormy Warren from the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. Welcome to Headline Country. This is the ACM Experience, an exhibit designed with the country fan in mind. Very interactive and a lot of fun. But you cannot get the true ACM Experience without the ACM Awards. Right now, we head backstage to catch up with all of this year's big winners.
Blake Shelton.
That was a real shock face. That was for real.
They live together, sing together, and lately they've done a lot of winning together. Country's power couple Miranda Lambert and Blake Shelton took home top vocalist honors at the 47th Annual Academy of Country Music Awards.
But I'm proud to take this home tonight. Thank y'all so much.
I've only ever won one other ACM award, and that was with Trace.
For Hillbilly Bone.
Yeah, and I like Trace, but I'm tired of looking at that damn trophy and seeing his name on there too. I wanted one that just had my name on it.
Thank you so much. I mean, I don't know what to say. You don't want to feel greedy or like be that person where everyone's irritated. It's like I've won 3 times. I can't believe it.
It was a busy night for both. Along with 2 performance slots, Blake returned as co-host for the ACMs with his partner Reba.
Well, it's great to get back together with you.
It's getting to the point with Reba and I where it's like, I think we try to derail each other, because it's like we'll go out there and there's a joke or two that I screwed up and a couple she screwed up, and it's like, that's what you get.
Just before taking the stage to perform Over You, Miranda was honored with the Album of the Year trophy for a record-setting 3rd time.
I really wanted it.
I know you.
I don't want to be greedy.
You love the album.
The album thing, that's just my thing. That's what drives my career, is my album.
Birthday girl Hillary Scott of Lady Antebellum turned 26 on ACM Day. Her present? A shiny trophy for Vocal Group of the Year.
Well, first and foremost, we want to thank our unbelievable fans. We love you so much.
The fan-voted Entertainer of the Year award went to Taylor Swift, who quickly gave credit to her online army for the victory.
Your legion of fans have come through once again.
The way you say it makes me want to go like, Mom. Victory.
Maybe a little?
Victory.
There you go.
And the other fan-voted award for Top New Artist went to 18-year-old Scotty McCreery, who enjoyed the first half of his high school spring break in Vegas.
June's graduation, I'm still turning in the paperwork to the teachers, still getting it all done, so I won't be signing ACM winner or anything. I'll just say Scotty McCreery back home.
Hey, teacher, guess what Scotty's bringing for show and tell?
Oh, no, gosh.
Vocal Duo of the Year went to an extremely shocked Thompson Square, who received their trophy during the ACM Salute to the Military concert the night before the awards.
It's just hard to get your head around it, after all the work and all the years of rejection and everything else to finally be recognized for something like this so soon. Is one of the greatest moments of our life.
Jason Aldean and his duet partner Kelly Clarkson took home a pair of trophies for Don't You Want to Stay in the Single of the Year and Vocal Event categories.
I kind of thought it needed a female vocal on it, and Kelly was the first name I threw out.
Eli Young Band's Crazy Girl, the most played country tune of last year, became this year's ACM Song of the Year. Big news for both EYB and the song's co-writer, Lee Brice.
I have dreamed about this moment my whole life, and I can speak for the rest of these guys up here that they have too. It absolutely changed our lives. I think we've always felt lucky and fortunate to be making music for a living in the first place, but man, I feel like I shouldn't really ask for anything more,
Proceed to party. Proceed to party.
Toby Keith's Red Solo Cup was the unlikely winner of the Music Video of the Year trophy, a fact that even Toby himself admitted.
I mean, we spent $80 on the video. You know, most of the video is just my buddies Bird and Larry Bird and Clemens, those guys just mailing in off their phone.
Once again, the ACMs shared 2 venues with 24 performances split between the MGM and Mandalay Bay resorts.
Whatever makes you feel like a rock star.
Fans were treated to plenty of unique combinations, including the debut of Tim McGraw and Kenny Chesney's tour kickoff song, Feel Like a Rock Star, Zach Brown Band and Brad Paisley, Lionel Richie and Blake Shelton, and Steve Martin with Rascal Flatts.
And you go, till you hear a banjo.
But the most unique collaboration of the night happened when Martina McBride and Train's Pat Monahan performed Marry Me, while Frank and Christina Davidson actually exchanged vows on stage.
Your wedding video pretty much trumps anybody else's wedding video.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it's quite amazing. It's on DVR probably right now, too.
From Kiss to Bono, Lionel Richie to LL Cool J, viewers had to turn up their TVs to realize they were watching a country show, but it just goes to prove how big country has become.
One of the most anticipated moments at this year's ACM Awards actually didn't happen.
My date tonight was going to be a guy named Kevin McGuire who he's got leukemia, and he actually got sick a few days ago, so he couldn't make it. But I called him yesterday and told him that we'll do it again sometime. There are a lot of award shows. Kevin and all your family and your friends, thank you for wanting to take me to the ACMs.
Kevin, I know you're watching. Here's wishing for a speedy recovery. Take care of yourself. We'll be right back.
Coming up, the Windy Desert plays host to Blake Shelton's 2nd annual NRA Country Celebrity Shoot.
Welcome back to the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino in Las Vegas, home to the ACM Experience, where you can do all kinds of fun stuff like shoot virtual skeet. Well, for the 2nd year in a row, ACM co-host Blake Shelton and a bunch of his friends headed out to the desert to shoot the real thing.
It's firearms, for God's sakes. What could go wrong? It's happy. It's happy.
NRA stands for a people. They are probably the greatest organization out there fighting for our constitutional rights.
It's fun to be shoot ski, but it also supports a really great cause. So that's what we're excited about.
It's going to be fun. You know, a lot of us hanging out, haven't seen each other in forever.
He's never shot a gun in his life.
That's not the truth.
It's true.
That is not the truth. Stormy Warren chirping in over there. Not the truth, Stormy.
Pull.
Nice. All right.
2.
I was on Stormy's team. He's not a bad shot. I don't know. I don't want to be on Stormy's team. He's not a really good. I really don't know.
I think he'll be okay. You know, I've not witnessed his shooting abilities.
Blake's a good shooter.
I want you to look at this. See this? This is like Tiger Woods. When he's winning a tournament, the press they follow who's winning. Did I get any of them?
Blake would be a good person to have on your team. I know he shoots well.
That's the worst I've ever done.
Blake, as always, does such a great job. I was here last year. It's such a great time for such a great cause.
It's a win-win situation for everybody, you know?
A few hours later, the money raised at the celebrity shoot was presented in the form of a very large check on this stage behind me, home to the ACM's annual Salute to the Military concert.
I've always had a big heart for this kind of stuff, so whenever we can do these kind of things, I think we should, you know, because I think we all have a tendency, even I do, to take our freedom for granted, so it's always a great cause.
You gonna kiss me all night.
When I got an opportunity to play this, I said, you know, where do I sign?
And the girl say boys, ride a cowboy.
The ACM Salute to the Military concert was just one of the many stages set up all around Las Vegas, all part of the ACM Experience, including 2 free shows on Fremont Street downtown, featuring Luke Bryan and Eric Church.
Guys like me drink too many beers on Friday afternoon. Happy ACM! What's up, Las Vegas? Come on!
It still feels the same. It's fun coming down here and being a part of tonight and being a part of this show, and we're going to go out there and put on a great show and have fun. It's going to be a good time. Rain is a good thing. Come on.
I'm feeling great. You know, the energy around Vegas right now, it's always good, but you know, the ACMs are coming to town and it's packed with country music fans and lovers and seeing cowboy hats everywhere you walk. So I'm enjoying it. We're having a good time.
I maybe took a few shots of whiskey just to kind of like ease my nerves a little bit because I was like, I'm freaking out. I'm a little nervous. I'm nervous.
Got my band here. We're gonna play them some music, and I think we're gonna walk away with a lot more fans than when we got here.
Getting up on stage is kind of always our party.
I think the fact that Fremont Street and the whole ACM Experience is in Vegas, I think that adds a whole nother level of sort of energy, a little bit of unpredictability to it.
I've never done this before. I'm a Fremont virgin, so I've never experienced this in all of its glory, so I'm looking forward to it.
Still to come, believe it or not, Rascal Flatts almost called it quits. Then, things changed.
Welcome back to Headline Country. We are at the ACM Experience outside the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. Now, it seems that this year's Academy of Country Music Awards dominated all the news all week long, and rightfully so. But there are also a couple of huge releases, including the brand new album from Rascal Flatts, Changed. I sat down with Gary, Jay, and Joe Don to find out exactly what has or has not changed with the Flatts boys. You actually came to a point where you had to question whether you wanted to continue as a band.
Yeah, not because of any interband conflict or anything. It was just the point to where we had to really dig deep and see whether or not we still had the passion to keep making music together as a band. We were never at the point to where we wanted to lay it down because we were pissed off at each other or anything.
Yeah, not in turmoil with each other.
It was just like, what's next? I mean, we've done a lot of albums, we've sold a lot of records, sold a lot of tickets, and been fortunate to be where we are. Do we feel like there's another level to this thing? And I think we quickly figured out through those conversations that there indeed was more to say and more to do.
You know, we almost had a clean slate, you know, record label closed, and it was almost like, okay, do we go jump in head first again, or do we back out now gracefully? So that's the spot, and we definitely made the right decision.
Well, this album is extremely diverse. There's a lot of stuff going on in this record.
There is a lot of different stuff for us.
I think it's a good variety. I think every single song goes back to the theme of change in some way, and I think that's pretty cool. It's really reflective. When you open up the CD jacket and you read our thank yous and you see what we've gone through and where we've come to, and it's really a story, and it's a story we're proud of.
The title track, which you helped write, Changed. I mean, that's virtually a spiritual song.
The first verse definitely is, you know, and the second verse is just kind of universal, just saying, you know what, we all screw up. Be man enough or woman enough just to be able to put your pride aside and say, I'm sorry, you know, it was my fault, I apologize. And be able to forgive yourself and move on. Don't live life with regret.
First listen, you hear this, the lyrics of banjo going out into the woods. You think, Gary LaVox with the shiny watches and the glitter mic, and he's talking about going into the woods. But the fact is, for people to know you, that's where you spend a lot of your time.
Yeah, about 90% of it, yeah. You know, I'm a big outdoorsman. And
he and Ned Beatty.
Yeah, big farmer and a big bow hunter, you know. That's my whole life has been spent out there. And in the outdoors, I've spent most of my life in it, and I love it. It's who I am as a
Well, let me put it this way.
person.
If he did not have to go to Rascal Flatts shows, he would stay there and nobody would find him. Honestly, I promise you.
It wasn't for this little pesky music thing.
That's exactly right. If he could actually, via satellite in a tree stand, phone the shows in, that's exactly
people
what he
ask him,
would
do you have any hobbies? Yeah, singing.
Rascal Flatts' performance on the ACM Awards with actor, bluegrass musician, and comedian Steve Martin turned into a tribute in honor of the passing of the late Earl Scruggs, one of the true pioneers of bluegrass music.
We've lost a pioneer, not only in bluegrass music, but he transcended bluegrass. You know, he's really brought it in the mainstream, and it's a sad loss, but he will not be forgotten.
When we come back, pranks, jokes, and April Fool's fun on the ACM red carpet.
Finally today, one more look at this year's ACM Awards, the red carpet arrival line. Now, it's been a tradition for us here at Headline Country to have a theme for our red carpet coverage, and this year is no exception. Now, the ACMs took place on April Fool's Day. That seemed like a perfect place to start.
What's up?
How y'all doing?
I'm sore from hugging people.
Is this better?
What's going on? Should I ask you questions?
I'm up $2,100 in Vegas, and I'm at the ACMs, so pretty good.
If I was any better, I'd have to sit on my hands to keep them clapping.
I'm about to fall asleep on your mic, man.
I'm sick of doing these things sober.
Everybody needs a little tequila in their life.
We're going crazy. We're like two teenagers out here.
Are you hungover? Your eyes are red.
Just barely.
Can you focus right now?
I saw Steve Martin walking around backstage with his banjo on, so I'm really interested to see what he's going to do.
She's a brick. House.
Gonna be some great performances tonight. And for instance, Rascal Flatts.
There have been no April Fool's jokes, which now that you said that makes me really nervous.
I haven't been pranked yet, but with Blake running this thing with Reba, I'm scared.
It's probably like a huge holiday for Blake.
You can't be safe around him.
I'm a Virgo. I don't like surprises. I don't prank people. They don't prank me. We have a nice understanding, me and people.
I'm not a prankster. I'm an idiot, and I joke all the time.
I did one today, and they don't even know about it yet. But I put both of their profiles on christianmingle.com.
I'm really gullible, so I really hope that nobody does anything like that to me, because I'm not gonna catch it.
We missed out on all of that, but it's the day's not over yet.
I'm conjuring up something, though. I'll come up with something.
We've been pranked by Carrie Underwood pretty hard on tour. Like, she got us really good.
Yeah,
and
that was the best.
She had an arena full of people boo us as we introduced ourselves.
My wife called me and told me that my 3-week-old said "Dada." Somebody texted me and told me that my dog got out and got killed, and that's not a good April Fool's joke.
I'm on the performing list? I don't think so, man. Not me. Not me. I'm not getting to perform.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Huh?
We
I don't think so.
If we were, then that's great. But
That's great news.
You are so full of soup.
Tonight. Am I?
Oh, you're pulling our leg.
You're pulling our leg. If we're performing, this is the first we've heard of it.
April Fools.
Oh, hi, April Fools. I'm so good.
It is April Fool's. You're right. Damn it.
You scared me, man. I got really
You
scared.
bought it.
I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you back. I'm gonna get you next year when I see you.
Snap. Now what?
I've done a whole lot of interviews, and I doubt any of them are rolling. They're all like April fooling me. I'll just act like he's important.
I just got punked.
Well, that just about wraps things up from this year's ACM Awards. For more ACM coverage, be sure to log on to headlinecountry.net or also gactv.com. You can also follow us on Twitter at Headline Country or at Stormy Warren. From the ACM Experience at the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino, take care, everybody.